Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are here to watch the Season 2 finale of The Rings of Power, and I am so pumped. Last episode was incredible, just a massive, massive battle sequence. Some incredibly touching moments, some incredibly epic moments, and I'm really excited to see where the finale takes us. I imagine at some point the Balrog will appear, and I'm freaking out. Like I'm legit stoked. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into the Season 2 finale of The Rings of Power. Disa, okay. Thank God.
Get them to the healing chamber.
What are you gonna do?
The healing
No
chamber?
matter what you hear, do not follow me down that mine.
What is this? So cute. I was gonna say, what is this, like Star Wars? You guys have Bacta tanks? You guys should consider railings. Brother, this is not gonna go well. Oh. You're pissing him off! He's taking a nap and you're pissing him off.
I'll take off the whole hand!
You're strong enough to wield an axe. But are you strong enough to use it against your father?
Probably not, but still.
No, father. I'm not.
You gotta help him.
Do you remember when I was a wee lad? And we'd arm wrestle? You'd let me lift my hand just enough to think maybe I could win. And then you'd slam it down again. There was nothing stronger than my father.
Oh, you are stronger than this
Strong
ring.
again, father. Take it off. I beg you.
My ear itches.
Come and see, my son! Come and see the true wealth of our mountain!
The fire demon. Are you gonna show us too? God damn! That is so much.
But to see our mountain the way I do, you have to wear a ring, my son.
Nah, you killed much of your own people. Brother, you look like you're on the verge of death. Oh, no. That's super no bueno.
Run. Run, father!
Oh, snap. Oh my God. He's trying to get out, but he can't. Don't give the ring to the Balrog.
I never let you lift your hand. It's you. Just you getting stronger. Forgive me, my son. King Durin.
Brother, you are not about to try and 1v1 this Balrog right now. Holy fuck. Yo. Oh my god, what a way to start the episode. Okay. I guess he's made his choice. He's abandoning the search for his stick to help his friends. I think a good decision. Has danger already happened here?
Manwë promised you would come.
You know me. Know you? We are as kin. 5 of us there were. You knew none of us could ever hope to defeat Sauron alone.
Okay. Is this a trick?
I did not make the journey alone. 2 halflings gave me aid.
I have seen to it. The small ones are safe.
I don't believe you.
Come!
That does not look like safety.
Forgive me, old friend. I thought these nomads might help me find you. I see now I was foolish to place trust in such low company.
You be doing sneaky sneaks. I don't trust you. Oh, damn. That is knife to the back of your skull. And your staff screams evil guy, so... Also, you murdered that guy.
Pity will not defeat Sauron.
Okay.
And if you were to defeat Sauron, would that suffice? Or would you seek to become his successor?
Well, yeah.
In time, we will both be his successors.
You're throwing off some mighty red flags here,
I
buddy.
would sooner walk this desert forevermore, nameless and forgotten.
Well,
Then
then,
you give me little choice.
time to fight. What do you mean, everybody? Where are they supposed to go?
When your senses have returned, I will be waiting.
Christ on a cracker, buddy. Oh, people be dying. Girl, are you a wizard? Or is this him?
Nori! Nori!
I need to know who you are. Are you Gandalf? Are you Saruman? Or are you a blue wizard? That is a beautiful tree. That is a beautiful tree.
All so-called faithful are now declared traitors of Westerness.
Damn, dude.
All loyal Númenóreans are called upon to oppose this threat.
This is how you start a civil war. Okay, so Farazan got upstaged last episode and is like, you know what, I'm just going to kill everyone who disagrees with me instead. Or imprison them. Maybe this is where his vision came from.
Let's leave for the west. There are faithful there. My son Anarian amongst them. I know a ferryman who can get us outside the city.
Okay. New child
Travel only
alert.
by night. The stars shall be your friends and make safe your steps.
Girl,
And yours?
you think you staying here?
What cowardice have I ever shown to make you think I would even consider making safe my own skin at the peril of yours?
My place is here.
And where is mine? If not with you.
It is called Narsil.
We know that sword. It's a sword of kings, baby boy.
The white flame.
Christ almighty, it's beautiful.
Reclaim your lordship. And with this sword, your destiny.
God damn, it's beautiful. What are you doing, brother? Dude's a parkour king. This is a fun one-shot, though. Hell yeah, Galadriel. Let's get to work. Come on. Go away.
I'm the one your Lord Father wants. Set them free, and I will go willingly.
Give me one reason, elf.
She'll cut your head off otherwise.
I will give you 9.
Ooh. Brother? My brother in Valar. What are you doing? I assume all those are non-lethal shots, but look, Jesus Christ, brother.
Done to yourself.
This man is insane.
Tell me where you have hidden the rings.
Oh, God, you're so mean. I hate you. God, what an asshole.
Your only craft is treachery.
Damn.
So pure it shall betray the very hand that forges it.
No, hear me. Hear me! Shadow of Morgoth. The rings of power shall destroy you. And in the end, I foresee one alone shall prove your utter ruin!
Oh.
I am the creator. I am the master.
No. You are the prisoner. Lord of the Rings.
Wow. Yeah, I hope you feel bad about this. I hope you feel bad. Single tier acting school from Sauron. Incredible.
Are you him?
Are you Sauron?
I have many names.
Enough of that, man.
Better start helping them unload.
Sure you won't come with me?
Like it better being a low man.
If you say so. You're both meant for greater things. Wow. Who knew you guys had that sort of connection?
Change your mind?
No, it's your girlfriend.
Hagen started laying the foundation a few days ago.
Screw Hagen.
When
Leave
he
him.
laid the cornerstone, he asked the gods to keep our love strong as long as the home stood.
Tear that house down.
I'm happy for you.
She knocked it
I
over.
always thought his kindness was what love felt like. But when he said it, I felt ill.
Why are you telling me this?
Kiss. Kiss. Let's go. Top shelf, baby. A1. Amazing. Go tear down Hagen's house. Come to Numenor.
Come with me to Numenor.
The men of Pelargir, salutations. We'll build the watchtower in sight of the river, fill a few houses if we need to.
It's a disgrace the state this place is in. Is that coming?
He's like, oh shit. Sildur?
Your sister will be so pleased to hear we found you.
Kevin's like, oh my god. We screwed up so bad.
If not for Beric.
Good horsey. I love how
Trust
he
this
knew
rumor,
his exactly where his horse was standing.
Then one more should be no trouble.
No passage for low men.
Surely an exception can be made.
I'm afraid you're mistaken. My father is now king, and yours is wanted for treason.
You're the
If I'd had
worst.
it my way, the old fool would be dead.
I saved your life. You missed
Shall I have them slaughter the horse? These people do look hungry.
Kevin, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna beat you to death with a brick. Just you wait.
Disrespect me again, and you really will be lost in Middle-earth.
You got one arm, Chief. The hell are you gonna do?
Pelargir is no longer a colony of Numenor, but a fortress for its soldiers, and I am its commander. Any low man wishing to remain here will deliver a regular allotment of timber from the surrounding forests. But I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. After all, they're only trees.
Oh, awkward. We, low-key made an agreement with some talking trees.
Leave us.
Are you crying, praying? Why are you hiding your face?
I accept your terms.
Did the ring heal you?
How do you expect to destroy Sauron without your ring?
That's a fresh-ass hand, brother. He got healed.
Even wounds that have endured an age can sometimes yet be healed.
Yo! Adar got yassified by the ring.
I was known by another name.
What was it?
JF?
Adar is the name I earned.
Okay, but what was the old one?
Help me earn it back.
If you take it off, do you revert to your ugly self again? Yo.
I will recall my children to Mordor. Never to make war on Middle-earth again.
I have slain more
That's crazy.
than any elf alive.
Lien, Absenin. No more flames.
No more darkness. Let this ring heal the rift between Elf and Uruk.
Sauron's gonna kill you, brother. I'm sorry.
Let us create a lasting peace in Middle-earth. Now and forever.
Oh, he killed your friend. The one with the family.
It's too late.
Was this a trick? They did a trickaroo. Oh shit, dude. Yo, can you go back to looking like Halbrand? Damn. How many times do we gotta stab this guy? This is low-key sad. How are you alive?
They are not children anymore.
How did he... I mean, I guess it didn't take a lot to convince them.
Lord Sauron!
Leave no elf alive, but bring me their leaders.
Damn. That was unexpected. Did you really have to drag that against the ground? Now he knows.
It is even more beautiful than Celebrimbor led me to believe. Give me your ring. And the 9. It is not my wish to harm you.
Give you a swift kick in the nuts, brother. Guys, can you not fight, please? Hey. Yeah, turn your fancy ring inward so that they cannot tell.
No! That is the full record of Celebrimbor's works. The wisdom of all who ever dwelt in this place.
Even more reason for them to burn it. Why would you think they would listen to that?
Cowardly traitors!
Okay, now you have the energy to fight? Come on, brother. Damn, dude. Just set that guy on fire. Damn. It's like the burning of the Library of Alexandria. He's like barely trying.
Galadriel. Surely you, of all elves, must understand. But to find the light, we must first touch the darkness.
No. Hey, yo. See ya. He had to become hot again. Puts on the brown eyes and she melts.
I felt if I could just hold on to that feeling.
How do you do this?
They could no longer distinguish
Spooky
me from
demon.
the evil I was fighting.
Aye. You rat fuck. You're so mean, dude.
The door is still open.
She's firmly closing it.
The door is shut.
God damn. She kicked the shit out of him. Healed it immediately, but ow. She's gonna use the power of that. It's inside her. It's part of her. She's gonna use that plus the ring. Boot you off the cliff.
The crown upon your head. I would never have rested until all Middle-earth had been brought to its knees to worship the light of its queen.
You're the worst.
The free peoples of Middle-earth will always resist you.
Damn, bruh. Quick, roll off the cliff.
The rings are mine.
She's about to yeet herself off a cliff, brother. Who'd that be? Oh yeah, baby! Get cooked, losers. Brother, how are you still alive? You got a sword to the abdomen. That's naughty. Not naughty. Something else.
Is in mourning.
What's his name again? Kevin? Swan dive off the cliff. Do it. Backwards swan dive.
Galadriel. Your ring.
Swallow it.
You wish to heal Middle-earth. Heal yourself.
See ya. Girl, is there water down there? Are they gonna catch you in midair? Oh, there's some trees, I guess.
We are overwhelmed, Lord Sauron. The dwarves are securing the elves' retreat. If we pursue, many orders.
Awkward talkward. Guess your family is not gonna expect you home for dinner.
Her very immortal spirit is being drawn into the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, like when Frodo got stabbed. Put that ring back on her finger.
We're losing her. The darkness is too powerful. I cannot save her.
I can. Put that ring on, ho.
I can.
Roll credits. Hey, that's a stick. He can use that. New staff. That's a excellent. Yeah. Choose that one. I feel like they teased us with that stick. That's clearly the correct stick to use. Damn. Shouldn't have tried to 1v1 the Balrog. Jesus. Oh, the tower.
No matter how hard we fight.
Ah, you poor fellows. No.
To put them back together.
No, don't hold hands with him. We hate him.
Because this world's so much bigger than any of us.
This kind of feels like Sam talking at the end of Two Towers.
And sometimes the winds blowing against us are just too strong.
We knew it.
We've just got to accept it. What's broke is broke and won't fix.
Well, dang it,
And all
man.
anybody can do is try and build something new.
Yeah, he's gonna be building, for sure. He's gonna use that hammer.
Don't be a stranger now.
Yeah. Don't be a stranger.
Thank you kindly, Grand Elf.
I swear to God. If it's Gandalf, like, you're getting so close to it. It's pissing me off.
My Grand Elf.
Someone's gonna, like, say it wrong. Then he's gonna know his name. Like, they're literally just teasing us.
We're very different creatures, Nori. When all's said and done.
Not so different at all, you ask me.
She found you a stick. Stick for you. Are you not going to tell us your actual name? Like, if they're teasing us with that Grand Elf thing. Welcome back, Kevin. Jeff.
It was all a test, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Another one of your riddles. I was meant to choose friendship over power.
Duh. Demetrius.
Gandalf. That's what they're going to call me, isn't it?
Now let the song begin.
Okay. All right.
Merry dawn, merry dawn, ring-a-ding-dillo. Sandflies in the grass, bees around the willow. Now let the song begin.
So is the other one Saruman then? Is that what we're supposed to believe?
The survivors have fled to a valley north of here.
Rivendell?
Tell him Khazad-dûm stands ready to offer aid once more.
We have troubles of our own, my love.
Okay, so we can still help.
Rumors fly that you are not your father's preferred heir.
Who was?
But the other dwarf lords are advancing claims. And your brother seems to be gathering support.
When the F did he have a brother? Don't you put that on. You made a promise. Damn, is this how everybody wakes up in Rivendell? Got that Rivendell glow, baby. Yeah, this is Rivendell.
What is this
Or
place?
the startings of it. Friendship. Arondir, how are you alive, brother?
Commander.
You got a sword to your chest.
We must decide whether to attack and bring the fight to him, or to fall back to prepare our defenses.
The sword or the shield?
Shield.
The few who survived are all but broken in body or spirit. They have little strength left with which to fight. They barely had strength to flee.
Yeah, I don't know if you can ask them to go on the offensive.
Of course, would you advise, Commander Galadriel?
Stay, build this little valley
I
up.
would remember the counsel of our dear friend, Celebrimbor, and remind our people that it is not strength that overcomes darkness,
but light.
And the sun yet shines.
That's the goat right there. That's the goat. Careful though, you don't got much strength in them legs, you might fall off this cliff too. Citizens of Rivendell! Look to your high queen. God, they're so cool. The beginnings of Rivendell. I love it. Wow. Holy cow. Okay, holy crap. That finale was epic. Like, I feel like so many things happened. Like, so many things happened. We start off with the king of the mountain literally 1v1ing the Balrog. Like, what? That's insane. Insane. So, yeah, we start off, we get this really, like, touching moment between Durin and his father where he's like, hey man, like, well, his dad is like, are you strong enough to wield an axe against me? And he's like, no, I'm not strong enough to do that. But you are the strongest dwarf I have ever known. I need you to be strong again, please. And unfortunately it fails, and he busts through. They see this huge, massive cavern, the inside of the mountain, filled with mithril. Like, arguably would set them up forever to be the richest, most powerful people in all of Middle-earth, like, for the rest of time. and you see him just sitting there being like, hey, like, if you wear a ring like me, you can see the mountain. And then I really enjoyed the lighting work they did in that scene, because you get all this like bluish, silverish light that they're shining on his face, making him look old. And for a second, you like, the lighting starts to like give his skin like a healthier skin tone, and you're like, oh, maybe he's benefiting from being in this little mithril cavern. But very quickly you're like, oh no, never mind, that is the light of the Balrog. Like, insane. And he tries to drag him down, doesn't quite work, and very quickly I think the king comes to his senses and is like, oh, I might have screwed up. Like, I might have effed this up. And he's like, my son's gonna die, I need to protect my son. He takes off the ring and he lets him know, he's like, you know, it was never me letting you win, like, you just got stronger, like, now you're gonna be the king. And he sacrifices himself, taking on the Balrog. And guaranteed that's not the last we saw of the Balrog, right? We're gonna see more of him eventually, but he looked so good. Like, he was so cool looking. It was insane. But yeah, that final shot of him just like jumping, they clash, and then it brings that whole cavern to a close. And then we kind of move on from that storyline pretty quickly. I don't know. I have to imagine that is not the last we see. Like, they're not just going to live the next 5,000 years with the Balrog just chilling down there, because the Balrog is like up top in Moria when the Fellowship gets there. So I don't know. I'm very curious to see where exactly that leads. It looks like there's going to be a power struggle next season with the dwarves, because, you know, not everyone trusts the line of succession, I guess. So, you know, an interesting twist. I don't know how like lore accurate that is, or if they're just like trying to figure out what to do with the dwarves next season. But yeah, Durin's got a brother. I wonder if his name is also Durin. Voting in this society must be so difficult. No wonder they have a king, because they just name everyone Durin. But his brother is gaining a lot of support to be the ruler, and then some of the other the other dwarf lords are demanding their money back, right? So the king of, you know, King Durin was like, give me all your money. But now that he's dead, they're like, give us our money back. Like, we don't want to, like, you don't just get to keep that. Like, they were too afraid to challenge him before, and now that he's dead, they're like, give us our money. So very interesting what's going to happen with there. Luckily, Durin did send the dwarves to help with a Region, which was pretty rad. They came in clutch. But yeah, what else? Let's talk about Numenor. So we had kind of two aspects of Numenor. First, let's talk about the civil war that just got started. So obviously, Pharazôn was bested last episode by Muriel, and he was a little butthurt about it. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna go see what she was doing with this Palantir, right? He's like, how the frick did she best the sea beast and come out the other side alive? Like, she had to have done something, must have to do with the Palantir. So he goes and touches it, and all he really sees is Sauron. And so then he thinks that Muriel and Sauron are like in league with each other, I'm guessing, and that all the faithful are then servants of Sauron. And so he is saying, you know, anyone who's a member of the faithful are now like, you're up for treason. you're going to jail, probably killed. Treason seems like a killable offense in Middle Earth. But yeah, he's set up everyone to be, it's like literally regular people versus the faithful, and luckily our homeboy Elendil, he's able to escape. We see him on his horse, the same as his vision with the city burning in the background. But before he goes, he's like, I'm gonna go see my other son who's in the west, and it's gonna be great. And the queen won't leave with him, but she gives him Narsil, the sword that we see Aragorn wield in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I believe that is the sword that Isildur uses to cut off Sauron's hand, or his finger, in the Great Battle. And then, yeah, it eventually works its way down to Aragorn, who then uses it to fight, and he blocks the blade of the king in the mountain, and it's super cool. Like, it's a beautiful sword. That was so cool to see that there. And so he's going to the west to rally the faithful, I assume, and it's going to be an all-out like civil war amongst the Númenóreans. That's kind of crazy. In the other side of the Númenor thing, Kemen is like, I'm gonna go and just turn this town into a barracks for some troops because I suck. He strolls up and he's like, everybody do what I say. And Isildur's like, hey man, what the hell? And Kemen's immediate response is so funny because he's like, oh shit, you're alive? Like we might have screwed up. Like his immediate response is like worry and panic, being like, oh, we're effed. Like this is bad. This man cannot be allowed to have any sort of authority at all, because his father was just accused of treason. But Kemen, being a whiny little baby that he is, as soon as he realizes he's got like 10 guards on his side, he's like, well, actually, disrespect me again and I'll kill you. And it's like, brother, my brother in Christ. And then he denies Estrid passage to Númenor because he's a rapscallion. Like, the dude sucks. So Isildur is going back to Númenor on his own without his girlfriend, who is seemingly gonna go back to her husband, you know, house-wrecking unsuccessful. Literally house-wrecking unsuccessful. The dude planted the foundation, he built the foundations of their house. He set the cornerstone, and Isildur could have literally and figuratively wrecked that house, and it was unsuccessful, unfortunately. And it's even more of a bummer because Kemen is like, hey, cut down all these trees, and Arondir literally just promised these trees that we were gonna chill. Like, Kemen sucks. I hate that guy. He's the worst. So yeah, Kemen and Federzone just screwing stuff up in Númenor. It's pissing me off. What else? Who else appeared in this episode? I feel like the biggest... Oh, frick. Yeah, the biggest remaining stuff had to do with Galadriel and Sauron and Celebrimbor and Adar. So we pull up on Sauron just using Celebrimbor as target practice. Dude's made him into a pincushion, just filling him with arrows, and is letting him know, he's like, hey man, all of this could stop if you just tell me where the 9 is. And Celebrimbor grows the biggest set of cojones I have ever seen, and he's like, hey man, I ain't telling you shit. Like, they're so far out of your reach, it's insane. You're never gonna touch them again. It's done. Like, we're over. I'm no longer friends with you. And oh man, he like keeps torturing him, keeps making it hurt, stabs him in the chest with a spear and lifts him up, and is like, he's letting him know, like, this is all your fault, you did this. And he's like crying though too, like he is frustrated at the loss of the friendship as much as he is frustrated about the lack of the rings. And, you know, Celebrimbor being like, you are now the Lord of the Rings. You don't have control over them, like they have control over you. You are a prisoner of these rings. And then he dies. He dies there, and it's so sad. Celebrimbor is the goat, and he dies there. It's rough. It was real rough to see it. And then Adar's Uruks stroll in, and they're like, hello, howdy ho, neighbor. And we think, when they pull up later, that they're like there for friendship. You know, I thought Mr. Family Man got killed, or at least attacked, but no, he was part of the trickaroo. Sauron did a little trickster. He convinced these Uruks to turn against Adar, and in the moment I was like, how did he get them to turn against him? But I guess it's not that unbelievable, because we've spent the last couple episodes, and especially last episode, being like seeing Adar's right-hand man become disenfranchised with his leader because he's just willingly sacrificing his children. And he's become calloused and doesn't trust him anymore, and it's just overall not a fun time for any of them. And so when he turns on him, I was surprised, but also not completely surprised. What did surprise me, a lot, is Galadriel turns herself in. She's like, take me to your leader, we'll figure this out together to spare these elves. And she pulls up on Adar, and this man is completely healed. All of the wounds of yesteryears washed away. He's a brand new elf again, straight up an elf. And they don't tell it. I wanted to know his old name. I guess they probably didn't want to co-opt some other elf's identity and latch it onto Adar, but he's like, I earned Adar, help me earn it again. We can team up, let me reclaim my honor. We can defeat Sauron. The elves and the Uruks can be allies and make peace. And I think Galadriel finally is okay, she's willing, because from their interaction last season, she is talking to him and is like, you're subhuman, you're garbage people, why would I ever consider you even worth having life, right? And then every time she interacts with him from that point on to the end of last season into this season, she sees a little bit more of the humanity and empathy and emotion in this character, and realizes that they're not just complete monsters, right? They have the ability to be better, and she sees him burning the dead and realizing okay, this guy's not evil, he cares about things. And all the final straw for that was her seeing him with her ring on, and realizing that it completely cured him. It fixed all his wounds, brought him back to who he was before this war, before he fell. And just like the corruption that was in the tree, he could be healed as well. And it was super cool to see. And then he takes the ring off and he's giving it back to her, and you see it slowly start coming back over his face, and it really drives home the fact that he's the same guy underneath. Him and his children can be redeemed. At least in that moment, they can still be redeemed. There is hope for them. And then Sauron pulls the trickaroo, and they destroy Adar. They shank that man 150 times. It's insane. It's honestly baffling. Sauron literally gets a damn near exact revenge on this man. they start season 1 with Adar and his children shanking Sauron 1,000 times, and Sauron's like, you know what? I'm gonna turn it right back on you, and I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I'm gonna co-opt your children, just like I wanted before. I will get control of them eventually, and I will use them to kill you. And he does it, and it's, oh god, it's so bad. And then him and Galadriel have their whole fight where he is trying to bring her to his side, being like, remember all the good times? Remember when we fought together? We're basically the same. And she's like, nah, F that, dude. And they have a pretty cool fight sequence. I really enjoyed that. Him using the sword and the crown at the same time against her. Just super cool. He's like weirdly composed while fighting, but then he has moments where he lashes out. And the most effective thing was him transforming back into Halbrand. I kind of hope he stays looking like that. Like, I know, like, the look of Annatar is like what he wanted to go with for the elves, but I really like the way he looks as Halbrand. Like, I hope he just looks like Halbrand from now on, but he probably won't. They'll probably give him the makeup. But yeah, that's so funny that, like, that's what brings her back, is he looks like Halbrand, and she's like, oh damn, he's hot again. Like, what am I gonna do? But and then the sequence where he's transforming into different individuals, like he transforms into her, and she fights herself, and he's just messing with her the whole time, trying to manipulate her and bring her back, and it's just so tough. And then he stabs her with the crown. He gets the 9 rings back, which is bad, obviously. And then she's like, you want to heal Middle Earth? Heal yourself. And she just leaps off the cliff, like she's just willing to sacrifice herself. She didn't know there was anything down there. Crashes through some trees. just cooked. Like, she got destroyed falling down there. But yeah, luckily she was saved by Elrond, because he and Arondir and Gil-galad, they were captive, and Durin came through. He sent Narvi to help them out, even after, like, even after all of Celebrimbor's scrolls and stuff got burnt. You know, not a literal, but a figurative connection to, like, the Library of Alexandria. For you non-history buffs, I mean, it's pretty common knowledge at this point. The Library of Alexandria was like the end-all be-all of, like, human knowledge, all coalesced into a central point, essentially. Like, imagine just the biggest freaking library you've ever seen. You know, if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know, that underground library with the giant owl? Think like that, but bigger and grander and filled with more human knowledge than you've ever known. Like, there's probably so much info has been lost because of that. And it was burned down, and all of that knowledge of human history just gone. There's some scrolls, I think, that they've found since then that are pretty valuable historical documents now, but pretty much everything else gone. So this felt very similar, obviously, and they drew that parallel inside the episode as well. But yeah, they get out because the dwarves help, and then Sauron, as soon as the Glug guy or whatever, the dude with the family, walks up, he's like, should we leave? We're being overwhelmed. Just stabs him in the neck. Doesn't even care. He's like, shut the fuck up. Like, he's so mad at that point that he doesn't even care. And then we get a big moment with Elrond putting on the ring, finally coming to the conclusion that he can trust Galadriel and he can trust these 3 rings, and he heals her. She wakes up in this valley, which will become Rivendell, and her and Elrond and Gil-galad and Arondir, like the four main elves that I believe will probably follow the rest of the series, they stand up, they stand on this rock, and they inspire everyone, and then we end the season, and it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Like, this was so epic and so grand. Oh, I didn't even talk about freaking Gandalf. the stranger who everyone basically clocked as Gandalf, like, right away. Just absolutely, you know, a season and a half of everyone being like, we know who this is. I was hoping it wasn't gonna be him. I was hoping it would be one of the blue wizards, but, you know, it is Gandalf, and that's fun, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It does play a little fast and loose with some of the lore as far as we've been told. Although, I think somewhere in the lore it might say that Gandalf came here before and then went back and then came again closer to the OG trilogy. I don't know. I'm not 100% fully knowledged in that aspect, so maybe other people will know. But yeah, Tom Bombadil tested him for sure. He's like, you can either choose to find your staff or you can go help your friends. And he's like, I'm gonna go help my friends. And in helping his friends, he gets his staff and he gets his name, and it's great. The Dark Wizard offered partnership and was like, hey, you and me, we can succeed Sauron together. And visually, I think we're supposed to think that's Saruman, but they don't reveal his name. You know, he very much gives off kind of like knockoff Christopher Lee vibes. And so it wouldn't surprise me if that was Saruman, but, you know, they don't reveal his name for sure. He might be just a blue wizard that was turning bad somehow, but I kind of hope he's not Saruman, because a lot of people would probably be upset, because Saruman was basically supposed to be like the best wizard, like the goat of all wizards, completely good until Sauron corrupts him. You know, I don't think it would make sense for him to be like a bad dude this whole time, but maybe, I don't know. Like, how would Gandalf come to trust him later on? That's an interesting conundrum. So I'm of the opinion right now that I don't think that's Saruman, but who knows? He could be. But yeah, it's kind of a Hodor moment with him getting the name Gandalf. You know, these stupid hobbits, the stewards, as they're leaving, they're like, "Thank you, Grandalf." It's like, oh my god, like, it would have actually been way funnier and way cooler, maybe not cooler, but way funnier if it wasn't Gandalf and they were just messing with us by doing that. But yeah, he becomes Gandalf, and that's fun, I guess. But yeah, next season, the elves getting ready for war, Gandalf getting ready to take on the Dark Wizard probably, and Sauron as well. The hobbits and the stewards are gonna journey to try and find the Shire. The dwarves have some political stuff going on. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of cool, epic things happened in this episode, and I thought it was a really, really solid finale, and I can't wait to see more. I know they've started production on season 3. It hasn't officially been greenlit, I don't think, but like internally they're like, yeah, we're doing season 3. I don't know if they're gonna continue to just like individually greenlight seasons. Like, I don't know why they would greenlight them individually, because I'm pretty sure they had to agree to 5 when they purchased the rights. So, you know, why not just announce that all 5 are greenlit? Like, just do it. But, you know, who knows? Yeah, I don't know. This was dope. This was such a cool show. Like, I remember loving season 1, but season 2 was so much better. Oh my god. like at the end of season 1, I think I ranked it like an 8.5. I was like, this was solid. This was really solid. Comparing the 2 seasons, if you had to compare the 2 seasons, this season's like a 9.5, and season 1 is like a 6. Oh my god, this season was so much better. But you needed season 1 for season 2 to work. Like, if you didn't have all the things from season 1, the storylines in this season don't work as well if you don't have that. Like, you know, season 1 walked so season 2 could run, and I am personally stoked to see where they take us for season 3 and beyond. I think that's all I have for this one, though. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. If you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.